Warrior fans to Reed Field, where the Warriors, 8-0 on the season, 23-game winning streak, take on the Comanche Indians. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris and Stuart McPherson as we have about 20 minutes until kickoff, and Warriors coming off an impressive 40-0 victory over Purcell, Kyle, in a game that started off kind of slow, but Warriors rolled in the second half.
Yeah, I called it last week, TJ. Give Purcell credit for coming out. They played a good ball game starting out there, but coming down the stretch, Washington, man, got a lot of guys not going both ways. Really showed in that second half there. Really took flight, and like you said, 8-0 coming in this ball game, 6-2 or 2-6 for Comanche. Looking for probably a quick ball game tonight. I'm not calling this before kickoff, but let's just go ahead and call it how we see it. We'll see what plays out tonight, but you hope Washington comes in and takes care of business and we get out here with a W.
Yeah, 6 to 18 minutes left here. It's homecoming night here, so at halftime we'll have our homecoming festivities. But first, we'll hear what Coach Brad Beller has to say with Stuart McPherson and this week's Coaches Show.
Welcome, everyone. Brad Beller's Coaches Show for week number 9 week number 9 on Squirtle TV, WashingtonWarriors.com, .tv. Homecoming here at Reed Field tonight as the Warriors get set to take on the Comanche Indians in another district contest. Washington fresh off of a 40-0 victory last week over Purcell. Brad, a game that sort of started a little slow for you. You say that we had 2 interceptions in the end zone that should have and could have led to scores, and just didn't at that time. But that's football for you.
It is, and we hadn't turned the ball over a whole lot throughout the year. We've always finished those drives, and 3 possessions in the first half. We moved the ball extremely well, down the field, and then a couple of crucial, mistakes. One was major made a mistake. It was a bad play call on my part. He tried to make it right. By trying to make it right, it actually made it worse. Short story of it, the short end of it is we throw a ball, it gets tipped and picked off in the end zone. Defense kind of bend, don't break that first drive. And then after that, they just shut them completely down. But kind of the first drive, they build some momentum. The clock is ticking, which is exactly what Purcell wanted.
Right.
We get the ball back, drive back down the field, in the second quarter, and that was because we only had one drive in the first quarter. Second quarter, drive down, ball gets batted by a defensive lineman. It was more of the lineman's fault. It wasn't Major's fault. It was a great read. Good. It was going to be a good throw, completion. It was open. Ball gets tipped, and then gets picked off. So, you have 2 shots and 2 turnovers, and a team that runs the football like that,
right.
You're not going to get many more cracks at that point. So we finally get the ball back. Defense does a great job. We drive down the field. We score on a Hudson Howard run, great block. And then all of a sudden we get into halftime, and it was more of, this is why we've got to be there's got to be attention to detail every play, every game, because it matters, and it matters in big games. And even though we knew they were going to struggle moving the ball against us, it was really a challenge to our offense to go out and be more physical, and go out and to execute at a higher level. We didn't run the ball particularly well most of the game, but Major finally found his groove throwing it, and he started lighting the scoreboard up as far as throwing the ball. And once I felt like we got up 14 when we scored 20, I think, points in the third quarter.
Right.
I felt like we started to, okay, we're going to be fine. Now we just got to guard ourselves against allowing that to happen in the future.
Yeah, Major has been that spark for you, Brad. Having a senior quarterback is a guy, and that guy that's not just a senior, but he's got tons of experience with him.
Yeah, and so whenever you worried about it whenever he was a sophomore if he turned it over.
Right.
He turns it over in the playoffs in the second round against Jones, and you're like, oh, how is he going to respond? And he responded well. Then he responded well, definitely as a senior. And I think he felt, listening to him talk, he felt like, hey, I know we're not going to get many cracks out of it. I've got to go be perfect. And really all you got to do is just go out there and execute like you do in practice, execute the situation of who we were playing, the clock's melting
Right.
away so fast. I felt like it sped him up a little bit. But I was really excited for the way that he rebounded, and more than anything, I was excited about the physicality that our defense played with. They caught us a couple times on the reverse and a couple of things, but Tanner Olson, 2 big picks, and then they turn around and then Kane Lampkin plays the game of his life. We've been waiting on it. This is who he is. It's not it wasn't anything fake about it, like, oh, he lucked into a good game. We've just been waiting on him to play at that level. Now he just needs to consistently do it. Dominated the game because they were trying to stay away from Spalding, which I would be
Right.
in the same boat. And then our D line and our linebackers fit really well. I thought we were disciplined defensively, But then once we were able to do that defensively, that's when that senior leadership at quarterback kicked in and allowed our offense to take off.
Yeah, you knew going into it that Purcell was
Thank
going.
you for this opportunity that we have to watch and play a game that many of us love. Lord, I pray for these athletes as they take the field tonight. Lord, that you would protect them. Lord, that their sportsmanship would resemble you. Father, I thank you for the many things that you do for us, and most of all, we thank you for your Son, Jesus. We pray this in your name. Amen.
Try to slow play this and milk the clock and if people are smart, that's what they would do is because if you don't have the ball, you can't score.
Yeah, and I think what's the looking from the opponent's standpoint, if you're watching film and we the last 3 or 4 years, our run defense has been great. Okay, do we try to march it on them? Do we do that, and can we consistently do that all game to keep their offense off the yard? It's kind of, if you do that and you don't succeed, then all of a sudden you're giving us field position in
Right.
really good field position with a high potent offense. So to me, you got to mix and match, but that's what teams are wanting to do. You look at Frederick; they have the one drive at the beginning of the game. They punch it in and they try to keep that game plan for the rest of the game, and it looks up and it's 35-0 like that. And so how long do you keep that? Do you take your shots? How do you stay balanced? You look at Sulphur. Sulphur had 2 drives that were pretty good in their game, but that was it. There was only 2 drives. So to sustain that and then to hopefully hold our offense down is what we do to stress teams out. And we tell our offense all the time, they might slow us down for a little bit, but for 48 minutes, we think that we're going to find it, we're going to be able to execute it, and we're going to be good enough to go out and get it done. And so that's the fun part. We hadn't experienced that in a while, to go in and make halftime adjustments and go in and really need to do those type of things. So our kids almost craved the halftime. And I know that sounds weird, but they were like excited. Wow, coach is bringing some energy to halftime. It's not walking in and talking to the subs. It was a fun night.
Yeah, and we talk about Major, but Brad, you have so many weapons offensively, from Hudson Horton at running back, Hudson Howard at running back. Everybody knows the 2 tight ends that you have, but your wide receivers. any of those guys can make plays for you and take it to the house.
You know, that's been the hardest part as far as a play caller throughout the years, to make sure that we keep them all engaged, because it makes us better when we're all engaged. When you start looking up at the statistics of the year and you're looking 6 guys that have an average of over 15 yards per reception, and then your highest reception leader is 23, and then your 6th is like 15.
Yeah.
It's been spread out. And so what makes them great is they all want the ball, but they all understand the process of it, and understanding that whenever one guy eats, we all eat. Right. And so at some point it's going to come back around, and we have to be ready to make our plays. And the other night, bracketing, Nate on one side really hard. Cooper Alexander has a great first half. Then all of a sudden they start trying to focus their attention on those 2 guys. The 2 outside guys make them pay. They back up, and Nate gets loose on them. And so it just kind of revolved as the game went along. And we have a quarterback that can make that happen, and our offensive line does a great job with their pass protection. So, and then when you throw in a running back as good as what Hudson is, you kind of pick your poison, but we've got to do a better job of not allowing what happened in that first half to happen throughout the rest of the year.
Hudson Horton probably would like
Howard.
to run.
Yeah, I say it again.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I did.
I'm sorry,
Hudson Horton probably would have liked to have been a running back.
Hudson was a good football player.
Yeah,
he was.
But Daily Oklahoma comes out this week with their people to watch for Player of the Year, and you've got 2 guys on it.
Yeah, I was excited whenever they text me and let me know that Cooper and Major were 2 to look after. They, it's always nice whenever you get seniors recognized, right. And that seems to be the year that you want them recognized. And that means they're playing at their peak performance. And Cooper's numbers, Major's numbers are definitely 2 guys. Everyone knows about Nate. He's a high-profile guy, but no 2 better kids on the team. I think Nate would be excited for the fact that those 2 guys are going to be on that watch list. So right. Fun.
His time's coming.
His time's coming.
Yeah.
And he's made a huge impact in why those guys have had success. But the team is very proud of those individuals, because it shows what we've done together.
Yeah. Brad, homecoming tonight here at Reed Field. Comanche coming into town. It's the team that you want to play for homecoming if you've got to choose, but the schedule's sort of laid out for you. Tonight is different. Homecoming is going to be at halftime, so we'll have that for you as well here in a little bit. But Comanche, Brad, is a team that you just need your guys to go against to, number one, make sure you do things right, and then get off the field and get some younger guys some of their playing time.
Yep, getting a couple of the guys we talked about on the radio show, getting a few guys healthy is going to help build our depth, because a guy like Sam Cantrell, Lane Taylor, now Canyon is going to be those 3 guys. Canyon Dowden. Those 3 guys are now going to have starting experience going into even next year.
Right.
So that's, you can't even put a price tag on that. And then you get some of these other guys that are going to have to step up and make plays without Hudson Howard at the running back position. And you're going to get to see Cade Norman, and he's a great back in his right. But then you're going to get Dawson Thomas, Mason Thomas, all these guys that can make plays to really step up. But then what's even better is you get the rotate players rotating in with the ones, and then you get those younger guys that have worked just as hard as anybody else. They deserve that right to hopefully get their opportunity in the second half to go and make plays and play in Friday night games.
Well, and that's what it's got us to where we are now, Brad, I think, is building that depth, because it showed last Friday against Purcell, where they had so many players that had to play both sides of the football, and you had very few. And by the time the fourth quarter came around, they were exhausted.
Yep, and I think that the credit goes to our coaching staff this year to building that depth. It also goes to the opportunities that we've had the previous 3 years going to the state championship game for the previous 3 years. That those guys, we talked about it earlier, if we were to go to the state championship game this year in a 4-year stretch, we'd play 59, right at 60 ball games. And so you're playing 2 more full seasons of playoff football at the highest level, And these younger kids are getting that experience of being a part of that and being a part of those practices. And you can't, I said a price tag earlier, you can't put a price tag on that either, because the practices and the game experience that they're going to gain is huge for us. And I'm very excited for our younger groups and what they've done in their JV and their freshman teams. And now all of a sudden you get that opportunity moving forward. I just think that it's a great time of the year to build up some of that depth and to get the experience that is needed.
And it's going to happen tonight and next week as well with the Little Axes. They're two opponents that season's not going very well for them, and you're definitely going to want to make sure everybody's ready going into week 11 in the playoffs.
Yeah, we don't want to throw anything into neutral and say, we can just turn it back on. Turning it on and off is not what our program's built on. And so we want to play and prepare at a high, consistent level all week. And we've had a great week of practice. And the reason why is I think the older guys are saying, hey, the playoffs are near.
Right.
January to now is a long time. But from here in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be here before we know it. And when you look at it off of a whole year of preparation, so they know that, it might be opponents that may be struggling, but we've got more work to do. And it's just another opportunity, another week to get better, another day to get better. And then again, the younger kids, they get to.
Welcome to Reed Field. As the Warriors host the Comanche Indians, we have a coin toss going on right now as Easton Berglund, Major Cantrell, Nathan Spalding, and Cooper Alexander meet at the middle of the field with 4 other Comanche Indians, as we have the coin toss and a beautiful sunset happening here in Washington, Oklahoma, as the sky turns to a lavender. 2:48 left before kickoff, and the Spirit line lined up on the east side. Go ahead, Stuart. What do you got?
That's very impressive that you can put the word lavender into a football game.
That is true.
Lavender.
That is true.
I'm impressed.
I looked at my Crayola crowns from my son this morning, and that was one of them I wanted to make sure I got in, as the coin toss is about to happen between the 8-0 Washington Warriors and the 2-6 Comanche Indians, as Kyle Harris joins me in the press box. Kyle, a Comanche team that only beat Crooked Oak by 1 point earlier in the season. What does that mean to you?
Well, I'm not going to call it before it starts here, but we were out of Crooked Oak by 8:27.
In time to watch OSU beat K-State?
Central Standard Time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. You got a team we've never seen before. You got coming in here, so we talked about the last couple of weeks. You always have that one egg drop every year.
I think it might have been last week in the first half.
Well, you say that. Purcell, man, give it up for Purcell. They're not a bad ball club, TJ.
No,
they came in and played a physical ball game.
And they executed their game plan according to coach.
Held the ball in the first half. That's
7-0.
That's what they wanted to do. So, but Coach Beller made a few adjustments there at second half. And like I said, got a lot of players. Some of their stud players were going both ways. You don't have many players playing both ways. So really showed down the stretch. But, we'll see tonight. We talk about that week in and week out. You always have that one game where you lay an egg, but these guys have taken care of business week in and week out, and that's Coach Beller's really prided himself this year on that. And being returning state champions, you hope that they come in and handle their business, every game until then. So
yeah,
we'll
as you see the Warriors take the field, we're seconds away from kickoff, and a 40-0 victory after only leading 7-0 last week against Purcell. And Purcell, what they did, I thought they did well last week, was they contained the Washington rushing attack, only allowing Hudson Howard 6 yards per carry, so he was not able to get loose on his rushing attack. But Major Cantrell threw a couple touchdown passes. Cooper Alexander had a great game, and the Warriors were able to turn it on in the second half.
Guys, speaking of Hudson Howard, I got him right here.
sir.
And real quick, give us a little update, Hudson, on your foot.
It's getting better. It's all it is turf toe, but I'll probably take these next 2 weeks off just to be 100% for week 11 of playoffs and hopefully ball out then.
All right. Take care of yourself, brother. All right. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, yeah, give it up to Stewart getting the quick interview.
Yeah,
in the first
interview.
part.
Hey, Coach Beller, that might be against coaching restrictions there, Stewart.
Well, you've got to tell everybody your injury list before the game. So
That's
we
right.
just did. And Baylor Haynes is the other one. I think Baylor is suited. I don't know that he's going to play if much tonight. His shoulder.
Yeah, I talked to him, and he might be out. He's out for tonight for sure, and no need to risk any more injury. Just get healthy and get ready for
we'll get
playoffs.
back to Hudson Howard there. 17 TDs on the year.
You know, and that's
Come on now.
Brad said, you know, we could tell. He said his toe was bothering. He doesn't have that explosiveness. So give him this opportunity to rest.
Tanner Olson with a squib kick as it is recovered by number 15. That is Jaden Trumbo. And the Comanche Indians will take over at the 32-yard line. Check that.
Stu Mack, not weather-wise, man, pretty nice out there tonight. Not a lot of wind, you know, football weather.
It's football weather. That's exactly right. There's some breeze. It's out of the north, straight across the field. So I don't think it's going to hinder anybody tonight.
Nathan Spalding starting at that left edge. Kyle 4 sacks last week against Purcell. Really turned it on in the middle of the season. Handoff goes to number 3 for the Indians. That is Landon Steele.
Well, you saw right there, Kane Lampkin crashing off that right side, farthest away from the camera here, crashing in. But you also, we're just talking about Spalding, had him coming off the other side, making the tackle there. So, man, these two DNs, man, they'll get upfield in a hurry, and that's what you like to see. Got officials timeout here. We'll see.
Yeah, it looks like the play clock isn't working right, so
let's call the bank. Let's call the bank.
See if Mr. Newby come up here and help out and figure out things here in the press box. We'll take a short break as you are watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Defending state champions, the Washington Warriors, the best of luck this football season. Air Product Supply is your local distributor of Climate Master and Lux Air heat and air conditioning equipment and parts to Oklahoma and Texas. Give us a call at 405-288-0233 and we will get you in contact with the local.
Welcome back to Warrior football as the officials going to keep track on
they got it going.
Well, no. Looks like the white hat is going to talk to Coach Beller. We'll keep it right here. And let's continue to talk about that Washington Purcell game, Kyle. Again, Warriors slow start, 7-0. Of course, I talked to some players in class, and they said Coach Beller was not the happiest person in the halftime speech. And I'm sure you've heard a couple of those speeches before in your career. You're only up 7-0 against a team that you should be dominating.
Yeah, you gotta dial in there.
Second half.
I hate to say it, but Major Cantrell, 2 interceptions on that game there in the first half, and really kind of tip balls, but got to be more physical up front. That's what that really comes down to, being more physical in the trenches. And coming out, Coach Beller really gave a halftime speech. You said it wasn't really well accepted by the players. Probably one of his more demonstrative. That's a big word for me, but really got after him there at halftime. But really coming out second half, man, they put up some points. Major Cantrell, 17 for 26 on the night, 3 TDs, really took flight in the air there in the second half of that Purcell game.
Yeah, and in the coach's show, they talked about, the first interception is kind of on Major trying to do his own thing. Second interception, defensive guy made a great play and tipped the ball up in the air.
And I want to apologize. I want to take this second to apologize because I said that one ball hit Nate Roberts right in the hands, right. And it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. So
hey, but a guy that had a great game, Max Wilson.
Yes,
really turned it on, and another weapon for this Warrior offense as they were able to dominate Purcell in the war on 74 last week.
Clock is running again.
All right, back to action. Second down, 10 from 32.
Got the clock working, and Comanche has second down and 10. The handoff goes to number 6. This time it is Colby Shannon as he tries to get to the outside edge and unsuccessful. Yeah, third and long.
Yeah, trying to stretch that edge there. Dawson Thomas coming in and just kind of peeling them back there. Man, we talk about these corners, the speed of them week in, week out. Whether it's Thomas, Max Wilson, Cole Beller coming in from the free safety, or Tanner Olson down here close to the screen, man, they're big time speed.
Yeah, and you see Cade Norman down here on the sideline. Of course, Keller Howard almost picked off by Tanner Olson, who had 2 picks last week. But Hudson Howard not playing this week. You got Cade Norman, who's normally the safety.
He's going to put up some yards tonight.
Dawson Thomas taking his safety spot, so Cade Norman, who's definitely proved his worth as a tailback in his career, especially his sophomore season, getting ready to take the field as the offense is ready to receive this punt. Max Wilson and Dawson Thomas set to receive the high punt. This time it's Dawson Thomas trying to make a man miss and not able to do so. That is tackled by number 62, Clayton Brantner. And the Warriors will have their first possession of the evening at the 41-yard line of Washington. Again, Cade Norman will be starting for Mr. Howard. Howard having a great junior year, Kyle. And we saw a lot of his patience in that Purcell game. Again, was averaging around 10 yards a carry. Purcell did a good job of trying to make the Warriors one-dimensional, and you saw Cantrell take advantage of that through the air as the Warriors come out with 2 receivers to the right and left. Send Singletary in motion, run the jet sweep. Singletary looking for room to run, and he goes across the 45-yard line to the 47. Gain of about 5 yards, and that'll bring up second down and 5.
Yeah, Washington, 1,700 yards coming in on the year per rushing, and you see Singletary starting out the game there with 6 yards. Just a little jet sweep there, and Washington 2nd and 4 here, starts this opening drive.
Moving them pretty fast as they get right to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the right. Cantrell hands it off to Norman. Norman up the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's going to try to avoid it. Now he's at the 10. 5. Touchdown Warriors! 54 yards from senior tailback Cade Norman.
What a good run right there on the Purcell Vision Source replay. Great big hole, man, and then you had Cage Morris blocking downfield. Cade was able to cut that back and just scotch free to the end zone, get the Warriors. Second play of the game, TJ, on the board.
Called it early. It's going to be, I think it's going to be that kind of game early and often, as there's only 9:16 into the game as Mason Thomas kicks it from the snap of Nate Roberts and the handle of Tatum Wilt. With 9:16 to go in the first quarter, Warriors up 7-0. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv. Oh, that's right. That's kind of weird, yeah.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
If whenever you come out of the booth at halftime, would you bring me some batteries?
Yeah. Licensed and trusted contractor to help with all your HVAC needs. This is Tyler Beller, the voice of Air Product Supply, signing off. Go Warriors!
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
You ready? Yeah.
I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning with a bone dry bottle.
Welcome back to Reed Field as the Warriors scored quickly on their second play. 7-0 over Comanche as Tanner Olson squib kicks it to the 35-yard line off of a Comanche special teams player, recovered by number 13, Hollister Pollock.
That's two tonight that they've kind of bobbled. So you look for Washington. Probably going to get one of those before the night's over.
Yeah, you got to look at, in basketball they stat, a lot of coaches stat how many tip passes that defenses can get. I wonder how many tipped onside kicks that the Warriors are able to create through that little squib kick that Tanner Olson has been so successful with. Comanche trips to the right as they hand it off, and number 3, Landon Steele, is just stood up. Nathan Spaulding, Case Alexander, who's broken into one of the biggest surprises of the year.
I was about to say, Case was probably the deal breaker on that one right there.
Yeah, he's really been a benefit for this Warrior defense as he stepped into that role for Ben Vaughn. And Ben Vaughn, I saw him in a jersey and pads this week, so he's not too far behind.
Good to see.
From being returned for the season. And you got to like that for him. Senior had a great career for the Warriors. 2nd down and 10. Case Taylor. Case, the leading tackler. Again, him and Kane Lampkin meet the running back in the backfield. Both of them 11 tackles last week. And just doing a great job on that defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you got to like that. But credit Coach K, always turning up the dial on that defensive pressure. Those middle linebackers filling that gap, TJ. You got to like that. And man, like you said, they had a handful of tackles last week and 2 pretty much back to back there for Case right there.
Big 3rd down here for the Warrior defense. 3rd down and 13. Quarterback rolling to the left, now being chased. Spaulding gets past the defender, Spaulding and Jake Coles, and is near the 1st down marker, and looks like he does have it. Nice effort there by number 6 for the Indians, quarterback Colby Shannon. Pretty impressive. I got a bunch of freshmen and sophomore kids who have to go against Nathan Spaulding every day in practice, Kyle. I imagine Mr. Shannon was scared to just running for his life.
Yeah, you had some pressure from Case there on the outside, but give Shannon credit, man. Ended up scrambling, breaking the pocket, felt the pressure, break the pocket to the right, and ended up scrambling for a 1st down there. Had a long 3rd down conversion there and ended up picking it up for the Comanche Indians right here.
Spread formation by the Indians as Shannon takes the low snap, hands it off to his tailback, and the Warrior defense up the middle. Just
Spaulding driving his man back there.
Saw Jake Coles and number 23, Nathan Spaulding. A loss of 1 yard on the play will bring up 2nd down and 11. Warrior defense giving up a measly 4 points a game this season. And you got to think about how many of those scores have been against the 2nd and 3rd teams.
Oh, yeah. I say that every week, TJ. I'd probably say maybe 1 touchdown's been given up the whole year. You look back at the Frederick game. Frederick running back was pretty good.
Yep.
Ended up giving up that 1 touchdown there, but Coach Bell.
Wow, what a tackle there by Max Wilson as the pass was complete to number 4, Evan Dodd. Only a 4-yard gain on the play will bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, going back to Frederick, though, that running back he's pretty physical, man. He's a good running back. I'd like to see him with a pretty strong O-line up there. He'd be a pretty top-notch running back coming out of the backfield. But, man, Warrior D really got dialed in after that 1 touchdown that they gave up, and been stellar the whole season since then.
3rd down and 7 for the Warrior defense as Shannon takes the snap, rolls to the right, now tries to run up the middle.
Hold on Spaulding
and
there.
Spaulding takes him down for the sack.
Gets held, comes off his block, and then still makes the sack. Penalty will probably be declined right here.
Cal, I just looked up, and all 11 men for the Warrior defense were on the line of scrimmage on that play. As you love the pursuit of the defense going after the tackler, or excuse me, offensive player, and that sack is going to give the Comanche Indians a 4th down from their own 40-yard line.
Stewart, hadn't been many plays tonight where Coach K had dialed up a little bit of pressure, man.
4th down, 15.
4th down and 15 for the Indians. 5:56 to go in the first quarter. Back to receive, Max Wilson and Dawson Thomas, both dangerous return men for the Warriors.
Sorry, guys, I was getting updates on the Ranger game.
High punt, short punt, as Dawson Thomas calls a fair catch. I don't think he knew how much room he had to run. He looks a little bit disappointed, as he could have had a chance to return, as Tatum Wilk and Tanner Olson did a good job blocking their gunners and giving their offense a chance. But nonetheless, the Warriors.
Hey, just more field to pad some stats right here.
That is true. It's the first team offense. Gets the play calls in. Baylor Haynes is suited up. I didn't think he would even suit up after talking.
He wanted to suit, and
Yeah.
Coach Beller said, put it on.
Yeah.
Go ahead, but not going to play.
Senior offensive lineman has been a huge asset for this Warrior team.
Hey, that's what you want. You want kids to play.
Exactly.
They want to play, and that's great.
Major Cantrell sends Nate Roberts in motion. Looks to throw. Throws the out route to Nate Roberts. Blocking by Cage Morris, set up as he tries to jump. Now he loses the ball.
You talked about a couple weeks ago him going vertical. He went right there,
Yeah.
and ended up losing the ball.
I don't think he's anticipating the guy to go low, and he didn't.
Well, you can't hurdle in high school. That's illegal.
Again, we'll give the Warriors a first down at the 45 and bring up first down and 10, 5.5 and running in the first quarter. Cantrell, 157 straight passes without an interception, Kyle, and had 2 of them last week, both to tip passes, as Cantrell's looking to throw here. Nothing to go here as he looks to tuck it and run. He's at the 50 and pushed out of bounds by number 3, Landon Steele.
Good job by Cantrell right there. Everything was covered up. He missed somebody?
Well, Coach Beller is just wearing him out. And again,
I saw 6.
That's
was
what
it
he was
6
saying.
over the middle?
That's what he was saying. Yeah, there was a guy there. He just, and you know what? Major's going to be a threat to run later on. And that's what he and I talked about. He's got to learn how to get down, run out of bounds. Don't take a hit right now.
Second down and 4 as Cage Morris goes in motion. Now there's a penalty. There's going to be some illegal motion.
Gas
like.
next week. What's it going to be?
Oh, they're going to call it on the defense, it looks like. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, an automatic first down after the yardage is placed intact into Comanche territory at the 44-yard line. 5:01 left to go in the first quarter. Warriors up 7-0 here at Reed Field on homecoming night.
Halftime homecoming. We hadn't had that in
That is right, yeah.
numerous years.
2 tight end set as Cantrell hands it off to Cade Norman. Scored the first touchdown, looking for another one. Gets to the outside.
Big
He's
hold.
loose.
Gonna have a hold though.
There is a holding penalty on the play. Poor Cade Norman sprinted for 40 yards for no reason, as this is going to be coming back. Flags at the 30-yard line.
Talk about homecoming, TJ. Always a big day here in Washington, man. Have pep assembly.
Oh yeah.
Have the parade.
Well, you look at the
Candy throwing.
Yeah,
to the
we're
kids.
at our house and we see the cars lined up down Main Street, and then you see them coming back up Turner, just on the south or north side of the street, and just a amazing thing to see, and probably pretty unique to a school this size.
Yeah, kids enjoy it. Like I said, got the floats, got the candy throwing. Can't harp on the kids though, man. You got state championship football team, back-to-back baseball, baseball teams. A lot of arms out there, man. You can't harp on the kids for throwing
First
candy.
down and 7 for the Warriors as Cantrell looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket, throws it over the middle. Looks like Singletary with the catch, makes a nice move. He's got a blocker. Can he get in the end zone? I think he can. Touchdown, Warriors!
What a block by Alexander there. Hit him over the middle. Singletary, man, good to see him back, man. Had some problems earlier, some injuries earlier in the year, and good to see him back. What a pitch and catch right there from Major and Singletary. Made a move or two downfield. Good block by Alexander. Get the Warriors on the board once again.
Yeah, great job looking for his blockers there, and good vision by the Singletary for getting in the end zone. It's Mason Thomas this time. A lot of Masons in this team. Kicks the ball up and through the uprights with 4:26 to go in the first quarter. Warriors up 14-0. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
B&H Construction is a proud Warrior partner. They are a leading directional drilling contractor with major operational hubs throughout Oklahoma and Texas. Their support of our community goes far beyond utility construction. They're also a good neighbor and friend. When experience and safety count, your best source for directional drilling is B&H Construction. Go, Warriors!
Hey Warrior fans, there's a credit union designed for our community by our community members, Growing Oaks Federal Credit Union. We offer a wide array of banking services, a drive-up ATM, and money tools that will move you forward. Come and be a part of our member-owned, not-for-profit financial institution that knows you by name and has your best interest in mind. We're located behind Goldsby Store. We're here for you. Federally insured by NCUA. Go Warriors!
Squib kick by Tanner Olson. Taken by 25, Cooper Dobbins, as the Indians will start their possession at the 32-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there from Singletary, or excuse me, from Cantrell to Singletary. 41-yard touchdown reception. And good blocking downfield, Kyle. You don't bust big plays like that unless you have receivers willing to block downfield.
No, and Coach Beller harps on that. You know, he's big. We've got big physical receivers, and there's no reason we can't make those extra blocks down the field to spring our receivers and running backs for extra yards there. And we've seen it 2 times tonight. Seen it all year long, and good job by Alexander right there.
Handoff goes to Steele, and Jake Coles, Case Taylor, and Keller Howard.
Jake in the mix.
Jake got him a touchdown run a couple weeks ago against Crooked Oak.
Got him some bear claws.
He showed he got some speed. You saw Hudson Howard better get off the injury reserve quick because Jake Coles is coming. Second down and 14 after that loss of yardage on that play.
Rangers up 1-0.
They run the jet sweep with number 1, Ty Lane, a freshman, and not a lot going on. This is a young Comanche team as we look at it and down the roster. Only a handful of seniors. The Warriors trot out with 16 seniors.
Hey, Stuart, talking about the Rangers, man, first time, they've never won the World Series, but the last time they were in it, you were there, bud. You and Scott Beller both.
We were there.
11.
And it's funny, my daughter got married in Mexico during the World Series. We watched the rest of the World Series in Mexico. Going to Mexico Wednesday. Hopefully they'll win it Wednesday.
Nathan Spalding with the pressure and nearly picked off by Max Wilson. Max Wilson, first year, going both ways as he's a receiver and a defensive back for the Warriors, and he's got some interceptions to his name this year. putting some tape on putting some plays on the tape at the defensive back position, Kyle.
Yeah, he's been stellar. Not sure. We're going to have to kick back through the stats here. I'm asking you. I figured you'd know off the top of your head if it was 3 or 4. But
he had a couple in one game.
I want to say it's 4, but we'll have to check. The Mr. Spalding official stat sheet there.
Let's see. Max Wilson.
Got a high punt. Dawson fumbled the snap. Just had to fall on it there. Or not. Yeah. Dawson.
I was giving you the number 3.
I thought I was saying Mason Thomas, but it was Dawson.
Yeah, but you're right on the money on there. 3 interceptions for Max Wilson on the season as he almost picked off another one. And just a great athlete, great kid. Got to know him a little bit, just seeing him in the hallways, and he's been a great asset for this team. Glad to have him here in Washington. And he had a big week last week against Purcell on the offensive side of the ball as the Warriors come out. And 3 receivers to the right. Single receiver is Cage Morris. Cooper Alexander makes a man miss. He's running up the middle. Is he going to outrun everybody? I think he is.
He's there.
Touchdown, Warriors. 47 yards. Touchdown pass from Cantrell to Alexander. Wow. 84 yards last week for Cooper Alexander, and now 47-yard touchdown catch for that young man.
Yeah, just one of them little quick pop passes you see on the Purcell Vision Source replay to Alexander there. Mason and Alexander, they've got that duo, man. It's been Nate Roberts, but, man, you got 2 big-time, 2 of the top tight ends in the state, and they've been linked up, both of them, with Mr. Cantrell numerous times this season. You saw right there, a quick strike by Washington, one play to make it 22-0. I was a little slow on that, 21-20.
Well, he sliced it a little bit. It looked like my golf shot.
Hey,
Kyle,
TJ,
go ahead.
Let's keep it here on.
Yeah.
And let's go. I got some scores.
2-0 Rangers.
Atta baby.
Throw that out there.
Atta baby. They're gonna win this in 4.
Well, hey, if you're like my wife, you got the football game on one thing, you got the baseball game on another, and you got your kid watching shows on another TV. So
hey, you might tell Will that we didn't make that extra point. So
yeah, 20-0.
20-0, Will.
Okay, here's some scores. First quarter scores. Vian. We saw Vian the very first game of the year. They're taking on Prague, who's the number 6 and undefeated. Prague is tied at 7 with a minute to go in the first. Millwood 14, Hennessy 7. That's in the first. Star Spencer leads Chandler, who's the number 8 team, 6-0. OCS is losing to Alva in the first quarter, 7-0.
I thought OCS coached by Tanner Roof, and if you know anything about high school football, the Roof brothers, Roof family, great coaching lineage. As Olsen kicks it off another player, and defense is tackled there. Case Alexander in on the mix, along with number 16, Cale Brakefield. Go ahead.
In our district, Lindsay leads Frederick 6-0 in the first.
All right, thanks, Stuart, with the updates on the scores.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tell Will to get it together down there. Our scorekeeper here on the computer doesn't even know what to do. We said 20, she said 21, we said 20 again. She got her hands up, not knowing what to do.
Yeah, it was wide right. Sort of looked like my hook on my drive. Sort of hooked it left.
I'm not going to...
Stuart, that'd be a slice.
I'm not going to judge my preacher.
Stuart, I hate to burst your bubble there, but that'd be a slice to you if it went left, because you're a lefty, bud.
That's right. There you go.
Slice would be that way.
That'd be a hook.
Hook. I hooked.
Pitch to number 3, Landon Steele, as he tries to get to the outside. Looks like Mason Thomas trips, or no, excuse me, Cade Norman. Cade Norman with the trip up tackle.
Well, we got to get the football back one more time. I predicted 28-0 in the first.
Yeah, that is true. And I don't know, clock is running with 2:47 to go in the first quarter.
Another big crowd here tonight, guys. Standing room only. They've got them all along the fence line.
You got to think at some point, this as this school grows to potentially 3A in a couple years, as Mr. Spalding saves, or the ref saves number 3, Landon Steele, from being blown up by
Cole
Spalding.
And Spalding.
You got to think that at some point these bleachers are going to be expanded, because this football team is bringing all the crowd out and you got people coming from other schools to come and watch this.
Look, even in the indoor facility, look at how many people. I guarantee there's 50 people in there.
Yep.
In the indoor watching.
Not only that, I heard word on the streets, Red Turf's coming.
TJ, talk about our numbers on viewers.
Yeah, we had almost 2,000 views last week in the game as Nathan Spalding tries to get his next sack, and he does. Nathan Spalding, senior defensive end, gets the sack. 4 sacks last week and gets his first one this week with a minute 34.
Just a wild Banshee in the backfield, man. Takes a whiff coming off the edge and then wraps back around the defender. Put some big old paws on him.
Well, the thing that makes it hard is that Nathan Spalding's a really good kid. He will almost kill you and then help you up. And you're like, it's hard to hate the guy. He almost tore my head off, and now he's helping me up. As the punt for the Indians goes to Max Wilson. Max looking for some room to the right, now up the middle, turning the Jets on, jumps over a defender and just tripped up by the punter.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I thought you were going to get your 28 right there.
Yeah, but you can't hurdle somebody, so that's going to come back.
Got that. Colby Shannon with the tackle, the punter. 57 seconds left to go in the first quarter. But yeah, broadcast is doing great here.
And it's all free.
It's all free.
Yeah, all free. We appreciate our
people.
sponsors.
I don't know if the people realize from 3 years ago we were running the NFHS and people are having to pay monthly fees, and now we're on Squirtle. We got our generous people running ads and stuff for us, and so that's helping pay for all the equipment and actually helping go towards our athletic fund. We made money last year, and that's just going to all the athletic programs.
All starts with our sponsors, though. Appreciate all our sponsors, and anybody who wants to join the team, man. Reach out to
Never
TJ.
too late.
Yeah, never too late. Reach out to us, TJ.
A full year of sponsorship. We got basketball about to start here in about a month. As Cantrell looking to throw again. Got some guys open deep. Throws it deep to Cage Morris. He makes the catch at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Warriors.
Can I ask for him to go for 2?
65-yard touchdown. Pass and catch.
Got to go for 2 right here. I agree with you, Stuart. Got to go for 2.
They won't.
Make up for Will Wilson's mistake up here in the booth.
Well, it was sort of make up. At Purcell last week, they showed it as 39.
Right.
They never would put that 40th point on the board.
Well, I don't blame them.
Now check this. Cage Morris, he's averaging 21.2 yards per catch this season, and for his career, excuse me. And that's just going to add to it, fellas. He's the deep threat for the Warriors at that receiver position. Mason Thomas in for the extra point attempt. Let's see if he can knock this one in. Kick is up and good with 47 seconds left. Warriors up 27-0. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Warrior fans, is your air conditioner making a sound like it's ready to take off? Is your heater not producing enough heat to take the chill out of the air? Then call Airfare Heat and Air. Dwayne Branham, Noah Zamora, owners of Airfare.
Welcome back to Reed Field as Ty Lane takes the kick from Tanner Olson, and Jake Coles rides him out of bounds inside the 30, down at the 27-yard line, maybe the 28. 40 seconds left to go as the Warriors lead 27-0 after that long touchdown pass and catch from Cantrell to Cage Morris. A connection that has been happening a lot over their career. Two seniors playing their last regular season game here at Reed Field.
Ron Ladley said he's going to get a hamburger.
A blazing burger basket.
Hopefully 2 more home games here at Reed Field.
Yeah, next week at Little Axe.
Yeah, we'll be playing. Schedule change on that.
I'll be in Mexico, guys. I'm
Friday.
Sorry.
Hey. So you saying I get sidelines next week at Little Axe?
You're
whatever
buddy
you would like to do.
Jay Palico. We'll have Jack Adams on in the second half, our freshman voice of the Warriors, as they're going to try to run it here in case Alexander makes the tackle. Case just proving his point here at that linebacker position. Kyle, I've been impressed with that young man. Second in the team in tackles, as he has 26 tackles, tied with Keller Howard. Or excuse me, 49 total tackles. He got 26 solo tackles, but still tied for, or excuse me, second for overall tackles, and just a great athlete
Just a
there.
sophomore too.
Freshman.
Or freshman.
Freshman.
Let me take a back step or two right there.
Might be better than older brother when it's all said and done, as he ended
Well, I don't know if older brother will agree with you
He
on
will
that
not
one,
admit
but
that now,
we'll
but
see.
first quarter comes to the end, and the Warriors lead 27-0. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Are proud supporters of the Washington Warriors and are hometown guys with a hometown company that will give you great pricing on Luxair and Climate Master geothermal HVAC systems. Need service on your existing equipment? Call them today at 405-626-1989 to schedule a service visit. That's Airfare Heat and Air.
Hi, I'm Jake Coles, number 28 for the Washington Warriors. My mom, Sonia, with the Santa Fe Agency, is a graduate of Washington High School and a longtime Washington Warriors and Lady Warriors supporter. As an independent agency, Santa Fe has the ability to write policies with a variety of insurance companies, so finding the right fit for you, the customer, is easier. Please reach out to Sonia for your next insurance quote, whether it be on your house, auto, boat, RV, or commercial needs.
Hey Warrior fans, this is Brian Arthur. My wife Jennifer and I are proud sponsors of the Washington Warriors and would like to wish all the Warriors and their coaches the best of luck this season. When you need a locally owned company that you can trust, look no further. For over 20 years, we have offered all of our customers.
Welcome back to Reed Field. It's homecoming night as the pass is incomplete. It is a Taylor Swift theme homecoming here at the high school. The Taylor Swift era, as we had a week full of dress-up days. Ken and Barbie. Kyle, how would you dress up for Ken and Barbie?
Kyle dresses up like Ken every day.
I mean, I don't doubt that. I'm not going to put that past you, but homecoming Barbie is really not my thing. So I would have probably voted for a different theme, but I like Daddy's money.
You're an old.
It needs to be Daddy's money every week.
Every week, it's Comanche, we're not playing CCS.
Hey guys,
timeout on the field.
While
Go
we
ahead,
got a timeout, I want to throw a little shout out to the band. They've got a fundraiser going there. They've got a trip set for next year, next spring, spring, to go to Ireland and march in the St. Patrick's Day parade in Ireland, and so they're raising money for that. And one of their fundraisers is here tonight. They're selling chances on a raffle for about a $10,000 golf
cart.
Yeah.
$50 a chance.
I thought it was $100.
It's $50 a chance, and they're only selling 500 chances.
That's 1 in 500, Kyle.
Yes.
Do you know what that percentage is?
It's not very good for me.
But if you
but
buy
I'll probably
more,
still buy a ticket.
1 in 100 is 1%, so it'd be less than 1%. But
Danny
not
said,
bad.
Danny
Better
said
than
he's going to
lottery.
buy us all a ticket tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody in the booth, Danny's buying a ticket for you.
Well, they're just going to. I've already bought mine, and they're just bringing it to my house because I'm pretty lucky, guys. I don't know if you know that.
Third down for the Indians. Low snap. Corralled by Shannon. Getting rushed by Case Taylor. Case Taylor still chasing. Pass is knocked away. Was it intercepted? No. As Cale Brakefield there, as well as Mason Thomas. You've seen a lot of Mason Thomas lately at that linebacker position.
Yeah, Mason
Done a good
Thomas
job
laying
there.
out there, putting a hand right in the vicinity of that ball.
Vicinity.
Guys, Brakefield is a player that I've enjoyed watching his growth this year.
Yeah,
Guys
only
put
a
on a
sophomore.
lot of weight,
Only a
but
sophomore.
he's fast.
Yep.
He's going to be a great linebacker for us.
Fourth down punt by Comanche.
I like their punter.
Yeah, high punt. They went safe for the Warriors special teams, and the punt rolls down to the 40.
TJ, I got to go back to just now. You look at me. When I say big words, you turn over here and look at me like, did that just come out of your
Hey,
mouth?
Kyle, before the game, Kyle, TJ, while you were up doing whatever you were doing, TJ used the word lavender in the opening.
Yeah, I got a shout out from my wife.
I said physicality last week, and you looked at me like you can't even spell physicality.
You don't have to spell it. You just got to say it.
Well, I know you can't spell vicinity, so. Ball at the 41-yard line
That's
for the
what
Warriors.
Google's for.
Of Washington, as Cantrell runs his troops out there. Kenyon Alcorta making his second start in a row as Baylor Haynes working that injury off. Although someone said I called him Kanye Alcorta. I kind of like Kanye Alcorta. Handoff goes to Cade Norman.
Big hole.
Puts his head down and starts running, bounces off the defender and tackled by Nate Roberts.
Yeah.
At
He did.
the other
He really
41-yard line. Cade Norman, again, Cade has had a great career at the running back position for the Warriors. Got injured a little bit last year, halfway through the season. And then you saw some Cole Scott and Hudson Howard. Cade Norman stepping in at the safety position this year. And just an overall great athlete for this Warrior team. Can play both sides of the ball as he goes in motion now. And Cantrell takes the snap, throws it to Cooper Alexander. Tries to break a tackle. Not able to do so. Hey, on that one touchdown run by Cooper Alexander, might have been a little bit faster than Steven Alexander on that one.
I'll see if I can find Steven and ask him.
He might have a little bit more speed than old Daddy
I'll ask
on
him.
that one.
You know, you think about this, guys. We got two pretty good tight ends. Got a chance they're going to play. Both of them we know they're going to play at the next level. Could they play at the next level? And if they do, you're in high school and you're a Comanche and you make a tackle on Cooper Alexander and you say, you see him play on Sunday. Say, I tackled him one.
Yeah, I tackled him, and he scored 14 points in my fantasy league as Nate Roberts gets the reception and takes it inside the 15 near the 10-yard line.
Nate didn't think he went down there.
No, he kept trying to run.
That will be one of my interviews. I'll find Steven and ask him who's faster.
I wonder if they've had a foot race.
It might have had to be. It might have had to be when old Cooper was like
7,
10 or something. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting that age. I don't know if I can outrun Tucker right now. He's 4. First down and 10 from the 17-yard line as Cade Norman goes in motion, twirls back behind Cantrell and gets the handoff. Now he runs up the middle. He is in for a touchdown.
Coming back.
We got a holding penalty, it appears. That'll bring it back.
St. Robert's brother, I saw playing at Baylor.
Yeah, birthday.
Had a birthday.
Had a birthday.
We got another birthday tonight.
Who's that?
Mr. Tommy Orday.
Yep.
Oh, touchdown Tommy.
Son-in-law.
Tommy Ordain. He's out here. He's got a cheerleader on the fields that come out on Saturdays.
Yeah, I don't think Poppy's going to make the trip to Bridge Creek tomorrow in the rain.
That's
something.
Sounds sick.
Cough.
Sounds sick.
Going to Mexico in a week. Got to get over this cough.
Holding penalty. Move the ball back to the 18. See what the Warriors decide to do here. 9:34 to go in the half, up 27-0.
I got Vest right here in front of me. He's getting a good
hey,
shot.
Tell him to scoot back a little bit. Get behind the line of scrimmage.
They fake the handoff to Norman, throw it over the middle, and just outside of Max Wilson. Bring up.
He's got a producer. Tell him where to go.
Yeah, got Emma Plank up here in the booth.
Hey, big shout out to these kids, TJ.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing a great job for us and making our broadcast so much better.
Yeah, we got Jesse Carey and Rhett Castle and Evan Madden and Tobias Montanez upstairs taking turns on the camera. But Jesse Carey and Jesse, Rhett, and Evan have been day ones since they were freshmen and sophomores coming in here. So they'll be graduating this year. I have to get them a little graduation gift for all the stuff they've done. Jet sweep goes to Cage Morris looking for his second touchdown of the night. The tall, lumbering running wide receiver takes it near the 10-yard line. But yeah, it's a growing program. We had a little meeting day a couple weeks ago and got a lot of kids interested. We had some junior high action going on. Case Alexander actually came on the mics during that and did a great job. We got basketball season coming up where we have a game nearly every night, except for Wednesdays.
Basketball's tough, boys.
Yeah, we'll have some youngins up there getting their feet wet in this. Hopefully we can get our friend Chris Plank up here and teach our kids a little bit, because I don't know anything that I'm doing, and I know he does a great job with OU sports, so we'll see if we can get him on as the handoff goes for not very much. They have a 4th down now here, Kyle, at the 10-yard line.
Hopefully one of these days we'll have that camera in the booth where, you know, ESPN does that in-booth camera.
You want to picture yourself on the...
I mean, people may want to watch that, TJ. You never know.
They think people want to see you, huh?
Maybe.
They want to see us.
They might.
They might. They might. We'll get that. 4th down play here. 4th down and 7. Warriors can still pick up the 1st down. So they come out in a 2 tight end set. Hand it off to Cade Norman, running to the left side. He's trying to get to the 1st down marker. Now he is
down
close to the 1st down, and let's see if the officials give him the spot. And it looks
outside, just right outside the pylon.
Looks like they do.
TJ, we get that in-booth cam. Last year I went to the thrift store and got a red, black, and I'm gonna say chrome, like the Oregon Ducks. It's not silver, it's chrome.
I think I've seen
suit jacket.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'm gonna have to bust that out in the booth.
It looks good. I've seen it.
Maybe
all you got to do
maybe
is
even a cowboy hat.
keep Vest up there and do your intro, do your start of the pregame on camera.
Gym shorts and a suit jacket. That's my attire.
Cade Norman looks like he got a face mask, but he's in for the touchdown.
Flags
3-yard touchdown run by Cade Norman will extend the lead to 33-0. Nice play there on that 4th down play by Cade Norman to pick up those yardage. And again, showing that he's a capable running back. And that's just the weapons that the Warriors have.
Well, just a solid runner, TJ. We saw him last year, gotten a little bit of some injury problems, but came back towards the end of the year and we saw him run out of the Wildcat several times, just a direct snap to him, and really runs the ball hard, man. He put the ball in several times first down the stretch last year after injuries, and it's good to see him back there. Like I said,
tell Monty that we accepted the penalty. He'll be on the kickoff.
Accepted the penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah, Cade's got 16 touchdowns for his career, so he's no stranger to that tailback position as Mason Thomas kicks the extra point up and through the uprights. The Warriors lead 34-0. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
The best products and services in the industry. Whether it's residential or commercial, we got you covered. Give us a call or visit our website.
Entertain your children and grandchildren with videos that teach character and good values like obedience, kindness, gratitude, love of country, and self-worth. You know, just plain old common sense. Go to musicmunchkins.com to stream or order DVDs. And you'll be proud to see some of our own younger
Well, welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris and Stuart McPherson. Warriors up big, 34-0. Still 8:21 to go in the half as Mason Thomas does his pooch kick, and it not able to check up inside the one. Nice little drawback on the ball, Kyle.
I think that's the one you want the ball off the tee there.
I think he was trying to kick it through the uprights.
Might have been. Kyle's our, I'm the quote-unquote golf coach, but Kyle's our local golf pro.
I'm no golf expert. I told you, off the tee box, not my game. That was 150 in.
That was 150 in, literally, from the 50-yard line.
I don't know about that.
No, it is. 50 times 3 is 150. 150 yards.
Don't
my
talk
bad.
math.
My
Don't
bad.
talk
My bad.
math.
That's my bad. No, you're right. You're right. 20-yard line for the Indians. Again, another low snap handed off to number 3, Steele. He tries to spin off a couple of Warrior defenders. Case Taylor again in on the tackler. Keller Howard. Cole Beller called his name a lot this year. Senior. You got to think not a lot of playing time coming left. Only about 8 more minutes left for this.
Yeah, maybe one more series for the ones here. Hey, Stu Mack, we're going to have to get an interview with Cole Beller, Jake Coles tonight.
We can make that happen. Jake got his.
He
got his time.
Who ran away from you last weweek?
Spalding.
Spalding got.
I will get Spalding.
Rumor on the street, Spalding got a little bit of. He got coached pretty hard last week, as the handoff goes to Steele again, and not able to get much of anything.
I'm going to track down Stephen Alexander. That's a question that's got to be answered. If not, we're going to have to answer it. We're going to have to. We got a challenge.
Prove it. Sounds like a good halftime show. Let's raise some money.
Yeah, let's raise some money.
Sponsor money.
It'd be like Charles Barkley versus that official and the NBA official. They race from one end of the court to the other. 3rd down and 8 with 6:58 to go in the first half. Indians come out with spread formation. Shannon looking at throw, and he is sacked.
Clobbered.
Spalding with the sack. His second of the evening.
You know what I like about that? It's all business. There's no celebration. There's no 15-yard personal field.
Kyle, you're a celebration guy.
I was, man.
Near the 14-yard line.
Spalding just doing what he does, though.
As much as I hate to say it, I was good for one 15-yard penalty in the game. I don't know. Coach McCray always told me, one more of those, you're coming out. So I usually one 15-yarder game, and I was good. But Mr. Spalding, man, all business.
Well, Spalding is 6th sack of the year as that punt goes out of bounds. Not a very good punt as the official walks up and downs the ball around the 25-yard line.
Well, Stu Mack used to call our games. That just proves to you how old he is down there on the sideline.
I wear that remark very well. Yeah. Well, I got Emma back down here with me.
All right. Emma's going to be helping out with the.
Yeah, she's got work to do, official work.
Yeah, and she's going to be. We got homecoming.
She's the voice of homecoming.
Yeah. So
she knows. Hey, she knows who won.
Yeah.
She didn't want to tell us who won, and she said she hadn't looked at the sheet, but I know for a fact she looked at that sheet.
She's a pro. She can handle it.
1st down and 10 from the 25. As Cantrell sends a man in motion. Again, handoff goes to Cade Norman. Tries to break to the outside and is finally brought down by number 81 for the.
Oh, might had a football in the booth here.
Oh, wow.
Jason Bridwell, former alumni of Washington football, now runs the State Farm Agency in Lindsay.
Jason with State Farm?
Yep, Jason with State Farm. He's got the shirt to prove it.
I'll tell you what, these cheerleaders, they got some arms on these footballs. Speculation on the street was it was football players throwing the candy today. Might have been the cheerleaders.
Might have been the cheerleaders.
Here we go,
Cole Beller trying to get him a touchdown. And what?
He's in.
They look scared to tackle him as Cole Beller gets his first touchdown of his career. Love that young man. A 20-yard touchdown run by Cole
bringing the ball
Beller.
with him. He's
hey,
keep it. Don't let go of it.
Yeah,
Put it in
guys,
the ice chest.
hey, notice right there, he did not do the front flip in the end zone.
Yeah.
I think he learned from Jake. Hey, that's you do not want to do that.
Yeah.
We need the ball. Cole Beller taking it and gonna keep it for a
That's a souvenir.
Souvenir. Yeah. 5:19 to go in the first half as Mason Thomas attempts the point after. Snap is down, kick is up, and it sails on top of the new concession stand to give the Warriors a 41-0 lead. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Warriors in action. That's musicmunchkins.com.
Go Warriors!
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Air Products.
Welcome back to Reed Field. Mason Thomas set to kick off to Comanche. Ball placed at the 45-yard line, and his kickoff sails down to the 10-yard line where the Indians recover that. And number 26, Cash Sides, makes the tackle. Cash Sides is the number I missed last week. I apologize to him all week long. I know mom's at home watching him.
Ready for some scores, guys?
Let's hear it.
Yeah, that's it.
Got Kiefer, the number 4 team, playing Westville. They're up 38-6 over Westville. Beggs and Morris, 8-2 at halftime. Frederick and Lindsay leads at 12-0 at halftime. Crossing 17, Meeker 8. And Millwood leads Hennessy 26-14. Hennessy 0-8 in the season.
Wow. Millwood, the team that the Warriors faced in the state championship game last year, and considered to be one of the top 2 teams in the state, as Shannon takes the snap and runs to the right, tries to find a spot, but he is tackled. Nice tackle there. Looks like number 16, Cale Brakefield, making that tackle.
We've made some defensive line changes, guys. We got number 60 in at one of the defensive end, Hunter Sanders.
Yeah, Hunter Sanders, a freshman. 68, Ethan Clark in at that nose guard position. 66, Jackson Bird at the other defensive end position. 15, yeah, we got a little mixture of 1s and 2s as Cone Scarborough in at the safety position for Cade Norman. And it looks like Blake Heiliger in at linebacker as they try to run it, and it is smashed up in the middle there. Cale Brakefield again. Stuart, you mentioned him earlier in the game, and he's doing a great job of reading that spot from that linebacker position.
Yeah, hey guys, again, Coach Beller loves the depth that we have, and y'all talked about that in our pregame, that the depth is one thing that really solidified that game last week against Purcell. We just wore them down. When we've got 22 guys or more that can play, and Purcell was
running both ways.
Yeah, most all of them.
3:47 to go in the half. Warriors up 41-0. And it looks like the Indians are going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them as Coach Robinson wants to talk to his players a little bit. Warriors up 41-0. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
I wants to wish Coach Brad Beller and the defending state champions, the Washington Warriors, the best of luck this football season. Air Product Supply is your local distributor of Climate Master and Lux Air heat and air conditioning equipment and parts to Oklahoma and Texas. Give us a call at 405-288-0233 and we will get you in contact with a local, licensed, and trusted contractor to help with all your HVAC needs. This is Tyler Beller, the voice of Air Product Supply, signing off. Go Warriors!
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 4.
Look back to Reed Field. Comanche has 3rd down and 11. They're going to hand it off to their tailback Steele, and he is tackled at the ankles again by Brakefield. Brakefield again.
Breakfield's going to have 20 tackles here before the end of the game.
Well, yeah, and he's going to be playing the majority of the second half and just doing a great job in his run fits.
I bet you we don't see him a lot in the second half because I think, you know, he's going to be that one of those guys that will be playing a lot in the playoffs and with those ones rotating in and giving some linebackers some breaks.
4th down and 9 with 3 minutes to go. Comanche going to punt. No Warriors back to receive as the snap is dribbled towards the punter, and it takes a high bounce and number 81 downs it. That is Aiden Reed at the Comanche 45-yard line.
One's going to get one more go here.
Yeah, might as well. 2.5 left to go in the half.
Well, guys, you know as well as I do, we're probably going to get to the second half, and that clock will be a running.
Yeah.
So, got to give these ones, because next week we're going to be in the same boat.
Right. And maybe the week after that.
And then maybe the week after that, too. So you're right. But Coach Beller, we talked a little bit about what he thought about could be a round 2. And he thinks it could be OCS.
And that, again, we talked about Coach Roof, Tanner Roof over there at OCS, coming from Edmond North. Very well-renowned coach. So that could be a matchup that the Warriors are going to have to keep an eye on as Cade Norman gets the handoff. Not a lot going there as number 69, Jason Grissom, gets the tackle. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
I think it was 65 there.
That hurt Cade's average.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10, 2:14 and running from the 45-yard line of Comanche. Warriors come out with 2 receivers to the left. That is Wilson and Cooper Alexander. To the right, Cage Morris and Nate Roberts. Nate Roberts goes in motion. Handoff goes to Cade Norman up the middle. Hits the hole hard and is slung down by number 40, Brylan Sweat. Be short of the 1st down. Bring up a 3rd down and 2. Be interested to see what Cade Norman's stats are. My man Bob Harris down at the sideline.
He's got it. Probably 80.
We've had pretty good
78.
Pretty good field position the entire game, so not a whole lot of yards to be had. And good balance by the Warrior offense. So Roberts goes in motion. And handoff goes up the middle to Norman, and again number 40, Sweat.
Look where Cooper is.
That's what Kyle was.
I was pointing to TJ there. I was like, middle of the field.
5-yard gain down to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Warriors.
Warriors do have 3 timeouts left. A minute 7 to go in the half. Ball at the 33-yard line.
Don't think we'll use them.
May not need to.
It's a little shaky. Steady.
Cantrell looking to throw. Thrown to the outside of the field. Cooper Alexander makes the catch and is pushed out of bounds.
Good job, Bass. That was really good.
Good protection there by the offensive line as Lane Taylor is in there. Kenyon Alporta, Easton Berglund, Kingston Stringer. And it looks like Jordan Vanier. I didn't see number 55 out there. That is Tanner Winlock, who's the most experienced offensive lineman for the Warriors. So he's getting a break this possession. 24 seconds to go in the half as Cantrell sends another guy in motion. This time it is Alexander. Handoff goes to Cade Norman up the middle. He's trying to break some tackles. Does. Stays on his feet. Keeps running. He's in. Touchdown, Warriors. 17-yard touchdown run by Cade Norman. Kyle Harris, what a run.
What a cut right there. Hey, that play right there on the Purcell Vision Source replay started with the first cut. He made that first cut. Then another guy grabbed his jersey, was able to pull back up, keep their feet moving, and punch it in one more time to get the Warriors on the board here. About to be 48-0 here before half.
Very impressive run there by Cade Norman. I thought he would have been down, but he showed some strength in those legs at the 10-yard line and was able to get in for the score as Mason Thomas comes on for an extra punch. Wilk not able to handle the snap. Mason trying to get to the outside. He might get there, and he is in as he plunges in. Is he in? There he is, 2 points, 49-0. With 10 seconds to go in the half, the Warriors go up. As we take a break, you're watching Warrior Football on
5-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
B&H Construction is a proud Warrior partner. They are a leading directional drilling contractor with major operational hubs throughout Oklahoma and Texas. Their support of our community goes far beyond utility construction. They're also a good neighbor and friend. When experience and safety count, your best source for directional drilling is B&H Construction. Go, Warriors!
Hey Warrior fans, there's a credit union designed for our community by our community members, Growing Oaks Federal Credit Union. We offer a wide array of banking services.
Welcome back to Reed Field. Warriors up big, 49-0. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris and Stuart McPherson. So we have 10 seconds left in the half. Mason Thomas tees it up at the 40-yard line, kicks it deep as it bounces at the 5. Collected at the 10, and the Warrior defense, Warrior special teams able to make the tackle.
Can you make one check up like that, Kyle?
Are you talking about a golf ball?
Yeah.
You ain't played with me in a while, bud. I'll spin it off the green.
Remember, they thought that one was going into the end zone.
I thought so too. 3 seconds left.
Kyle, don't forget to bring me some batteries.
Double A's?
Double A's, yes.
At halftime, we will stick around here as we have homecoming festivities. Miss Gina Flick out here with the Stuco kids. Spent a whole week. Oh my, what a tackle there by George Kilmer. As that ends the half, but again, we'll have homecoming festivities going in here. After halftime, we'll have my man Jack Adams hoodie up.
Is Jack ready to get on?
Jack's ready, I think. When we come back, we'll have homecoming festivities here at Reed Field. You're watching Warrior Football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
A drive-up ATM and money tools that will move you forward. Come and be a part of our member-owned, not-for-profit financial institution that knows you by name and has your best interest in mind. We're located behind Goldsby Store. We're here for you. Federally insured by NCUA. Go Warriors!
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Warrior fans, is your air conditioner making a sound like it's ready to take off? Is your heater not producing enough heat to take the chill out of the air? Then call Airfare Heat and Air. Dwayne Branham, Noah Zamora, owners of Airfare, are proud supporters of the Washington Warriors and are hometown guys with a hometown company that will give you great pricing on Luxair and Climate Master geothermal HVAC systems. Need service on your existing equipment? Call them today at 405-626-1989 to schedule a service visit. That's Airfare Heat and Air.
Hi, I'm Jake Coles, number 28 for the Washington Warriors. My mom, Sonia, with the Santa Fe Agency, is a graduate of Washington High School and a longtime Washington Warriors and Lady Warriors supporter. As an independent agency, Santa Fe has the ability to write policies with a variety of insurance companies, so finding the right fit for you, the customer, is easier. Please reach out to Sonia for your next insurance quote, whether it be on your house, auto, boat, RV, or commercial needs.
Hey, Warrior fans, this is Brian Arthur. My wife Jennifer and I are proud sponsors of the Washington Warriors and would like to wish all the Warriors and their coaches the best of luck this season. When you need a locally owned company that you can trust, look no further. For over 20
Welcome back to Reed Field, where it is homecoming night. We had a Taylor Swift themed week, and the Warriors are going to look to crown a queen and a king tonight, and you'll send it over to the voice of Emma Flick and Benny McGinney tonight as they're going to announce the homecoming candidates here on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
But stay where you were at. Like, you were just having it on. Okay, that's, keep it back on the thing where you had it. That's, yes, right there, that's. Okay, that's, you're good now. I'm going to the other one. Just stay where you're at.
Hey, Ellen, put that over towards her so it'll pick her up reading this off. Oh. Hey, Emma, put that by her so it'll pick her up.
Keeping it steady. Just record. Don't mess with anything. Just keep everything stable and record. I'm fading to your camera now.
Yep.
Hello and welcome to the 2023 Washington Football Homecoming. The theme for this year's homecoming is Ready for It. This year was inspired by Taylor Swift and all things music. Our students across our campus have participated in dress-up days, dressing as the best Taylor Swift era, Barbie and Ken, and wearing their best grunge outfits. They have worked endless hours on their floats, showed their school spirit at the pep assembly, and enjoyed our time-honored parade. Now we ask that you please direct your attention to the east side of the field as we introduce our 2023 homecoming court. Our first candidate is freshman Daphne Palumbo. Daphne is 14 years old. She is the daughter of Mandy and Mario Palumbo and the granddaughter of Pam and Don Hewitt and Barbara and the late Jim Palumbo. Daphne is actively involved in softball, basketball, and track. Her honors and awards include semifinalist in state for fast pitch softball, and she plans to attend college and play softball.
There, don't follow her. Leave her where she's at. Don't follow her.
Daphne is being escorted by senior candidate Baylor Haynes. Baylor is 17 years old. He's the son of Stacy and Brian Haynes and the grandson of Barbara and Dickie Wan and Janice and Ray Haynes. Baylor is actively involved in football, FCA, NHS, Stuco, and throwing shot put. His honors and awards include being first part of Boys State in the Senate page, being a two-time state discus finalist and a 2022 football state champion. His plan after graduation is to become a chiropractor and eventually run for public office.
Our sophomore candidate is Emerson Massey. Emerson is 15 years old and the daughter of Kimberly and Heath Massey and is the granddaughter of Linda and Eugene Massey and Sherry and Rodney Haynes. Emerson is actively involved in softball, basketball, cross-country, track, FCA, FFA, and NHS. Her honors and awards include 2022 softball state champion, softball runner-up, 2 times cheer state champion, basketball state runner-up, and 2023 regional champion, and 3rd in state in the 200-meter dash. Emerson plans to attend college and play softball and/or run track.
Emerson is being escorted by senior captain Easton Berglund. Easton is 18 years old and the son of Rachel and Mark Berglund, and is the grandson of Kay and Bob Hordeski and Carolyn Hendricks. Easton is actively involved in football, baseball, NHS, Stuco, FCA, yearbook, and Goldsby Youth. His honors include being a football state champion and a 2-time baseball state champion. His plan after graduation is to attend college and make a lot of money.
Our junior candidate is Journey Childress. Journey is 16 years old and the daughter of Carly Norman and Danny Childress. She is the granddaughter of Kathy and Troy Davidson. Journey is actively involved in FCCLA, yearbook, FCA, and NHS. Journey plans to attend college at OU and take life one step at a time, but eventually marry a handsome rich man.
Journey is being escorted by senior candidate Cage Morris. Cage is 17 years old, the son of Casey and Laramie Morris, and he is the grandson of Kathy and Troy Davidson, and Helen Broadbook and Dave Helms. Cage is actively involved in football, basketball, baseball, FCCLA, FCA, NHS, and yearbook. His honors and awards include being a football state champ, 2-time runner-up, and 2-time state baseball champ. His plan after graduation is to go to college for football, become a firefighter, and marry a smoke show of a wife.
Our first senior candidate is Hallie Andrews. Hallie is 17 years old and the daughter of Kimber and James Andrews, and the granddaughter of Karen Nichols. Hallie is actively involved in cheer, softball, FCA, NHS, Stuco, yearbook, and Summit Youth. Her honors and awards include 2-time cheer state champion, 3-time softball state champion, 2-time state cheer academic champion, and 4-time state runner-up. Her plans after graduation are to attend college to get a degree while cheering and marry a redhead.
Hallie is being escorted by senior captain Major Cantrell. Major is 17 years old and the son of Kelly and Kevin Cantrell, and the grandson of Judy and Bob Cantrell and Brenda and Ronnie Fiesel. Major is actively involved in football, track, FCA, NHS, junior high football coach, and Summit Youth. His honors include being a football state champion and a 2-time football state runner-up. His plan after graduation is to play football in college and win a national championship.
Get it on there, guys. Stop shaking it so much.
Our next senior candidate is Haven Brewer. Haven is 17 years old and the daughter of Holly and Jace Brewer, and the granddaughter of Pam and Terry McCarty and Lindy and AJ Brewer. Haven is actively involved in cheer, Stuco, NHS, FCA, and yearbook. Her honors include competition state champion and runner-up, game day state champion and runner-up, 2-time cheer academic state champ, 2-time softball state champion and runner-up. When Haven graduates, she plans to attend college, marry the love of her life, have kids, and serve Jesus.
Haven is being escorted by senior candidate Cole Beller. Cole is 17 years old and the son of Connie and Donnie Beller, the grandson of Dorothy Beller, Karen Olson, and Barbara Reese. Cole is actively involved in football, basketball, student council, track, NHS, FCA, yearbook, and Goldsby Youth. His honors include being on the 2022 football state champion team and a two-time football state runner-up. Cole plans to attend college and marry a smoking hot blonde. Okay.
Our last senior candidate is Alexis Gay. She is 18 years old and the daughter of Tony and Brad Gay, and is the granddaughter of Debbie and Bobby Fox and Deanne Gay. Alexis is actively involved in softball, NHS, FCA, yearbook, and Summit Youth. Her honors and awards include two-time state champion and two-time state runner-up. Alexis's plans after graduation is to get a nursing degree in college, marry a handsome man, and have all the kids.
Lydia is being escorted by our final senior captain. Alexis is being escorted by senior captain Cooper Alexander. Cooper is 18 years old and the son of Mandy and Stephen Alexander, and the grandson of Mary and Carl Alexander and Jackie and Robbie Booser. Cooper is actively involved in football, track, NHS, FCA, Summit Youth. His honors and awards include being part of the 2022 football state champion team. His plans after graduation are to attend Iowa State University to play football and study architecture, then marry a beautiful girl.
You say, John.
Our 2022 returning queen is Lydia Hornick. Lydia is 18 years old and is the daughter of Shane and Lori Hornick, and is the granddaughter of Curtis and Betty Williford and John and Kitty Free. Lydia is currently at OBU cheering and getting a nursing degree. She plans to become a nurse, get married, and start a family.
Lydia is being escorted by our final senior captain, Nathan Spalding. Nathan is 18 years old, the son of Tammy and Mike Spalding, and the grandson of Sharon and Lance Ward, and Dina and Brian Spalding. Nathan is actively involved in football, track, powerlifting, and NHS. Nathan's honors include being part of the 2022 football state champion team, two-time state runner-up. Nathan's plans are to not go broke.
Our 2023 Flower Girl is Madeline Wilkerson. Madeline is 6 years old and is in pre-K. She is the daughter of Jessica and Chris Wilkerson and is the granddaughter of Suzanne and McLean Jones, Darla and Steve Collins, and Alan Wilkerson. Her current hobbies are cheering with senior Maddie Green and T-ball with their fellow Lady Warriors. Madeline's favorite food is vanilla ice cream and her favorite color is blue. When Madeline grows up, she wants to be a spy or a ninja.
Madeline is being escorted by our 2023 crown bearer, Weston Van Paul. Weston is 5 years old and is in pre-K. Weston is the son of Kelby and Keith Van Paul and the grandson of Denise and Darren Robertson and Pam and Keith Van Paul. His current hobbies are flag football, basketball, and t-ball for the Warriors. Weston's favorite food is Glammy's mac and cheese. His favorite color is blue and red. When Weston grows up, he wants to be a farmer and fireman. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. Your 2023 Washington Football Homecoming King is Cole Beller.
Your 2023 Football Homecoming Queen is Hallie Andrews.
So how long have y'all known? And who all did you tell?
We literally got our books when we came in.
Oh, really?
So we had no idea.
Yes, yes, it is. No, it's just the cheerleader at all stages. Oh. Yes, it's all working right now. The returning. Everything's working good. Just keep your camera steady, best, so I can cut to it.
You guys know how to run commercials and stuff? I used to.
done, young people.
Yeah. We're not done yet.
They're not done.
Then don't screw it up.
Okay, I did for a little bit.
You already did, man.
Yeah, I definitely did.
What I know.
I got tripped up, and then it was just downhill from there.
There's a woman named Jackie, spelled J-A-2-U-I, and he said, Jackie.
Jackie that way.
A Jacqueline?
Wait till
I gotta say, Ben, we can hear you. No, they can't. The mic is on.
Wait till like they kind of all get off the off the side.
You got such an addict, huh?
Come on, people. We don't need Lydia to leave. She needs to stay out there. So. Also, they need to stop playing that.
Guys, why didn't you tell us that Mike was live? What? Why didn't you tell us that Mike was live?
Okay. Wait, but the band. The band.
No.
At this time, could we have Lydia Hornick return to the field?
This is all states. She's the Yeah, I can go. Oh, wait, no, go out. Oh, no, she's going now. Yeah, I'm not on you right now,
We would like to honor one of our alumni cheerleaders who was chosen as an all-state cheerleader last summer. Lydia Hornick was selected and participated last July at the Oklahoma Coaches Association All-State Basketball and All-State Football Games. At this time, cheer sponsor Sheila LaForce will present Lydia with her All-State jacket. Let's give Lydia a round of applause.
Yeah, you read it, right?
It didn't make no sense to look down.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Dude, I butchered that.
I said
Somebody just texted me and said that mic is hot. Somebody just
Turn over on that.
Is that all? Yeah, I'm gonna go check it in the field. I'm still
It's still live. Switch to it.
20 years, we have offered all of our customers the best products and services in the industry. Whether it's residential or commercial, we got you covered. Give us a call or visit our website.
Entertain your children and grandchildren with videos that teach character and good values like obedience, kindness, gratitude, love of country, and self-worth. You know, just plain old common sense. Go to musicmunchkins.com to stream or order DVDs. And you'll be proud to see some of our own younger Washington Warriors in action. That's musicmunchkins.com.
Go Warriors!
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Air Product Supply wants to wish Coach Brad Belder and the defending state champions, the Washington Warriors, the best of luck this football season. Air Product Supply is your local distributor of Climate Master and Lux Air heat and air conditioning equipment and parts to Oklahoma and Texas. Give us a call at 405-288-0233 and we will get you in contact with a local, licensed, and trusted contractor to help with all your HVAC needs. This is Tyler Beller, the voice of Air Product Supply, signing off. Go Warriors!
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
B&H Construction is a proud Warrior partner. They are a leading directional drilling contractor with major operational hubs throughout Oklahoma and Texas. Their support of our community goes far beyond utility construction. They're also a good neighbor and friend. When experience and safety count, your best source for directional drilling is B&H Construction. Go, Warriors!
Hey Warrior fans, there's a credit union designed for our community by our community members, Growing Oaks Federal Credit Union. We offer a wide array of banking services, a drive-up ATM, and money tools that will move you forward. Come and be a part of our member-owned, not-for-profit financial institution that knows you by name and has your best interest in mind. We're located behind Goldsby Store. We're here for you. Federally insured by NCUA. Go Warriors!
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Warrior fans, is your air conditioner making a sound like it's ready to take off? Is your heater not producing enough heat to take the chill out of the air? Then call Airfare Heat and Air. Dwayne Branham, Noah Zamora, owners of Airfare, are proud supporters of the Washington Warriors and are hometown guys with a hometown company that will give you great pricing on Luxair and Climate Master geothermal HVAC systems. Need service on your existing equipment? Call them today at 405-626-1989 to schedule a service visit. That's Airfare Heat and Air.
Hi, I'm Jake Coles, number 28 for the Washington Warriors. My mom, Sonia, with the Santa Fe Agency, is a graduate of Washington High School and a longtime Washington Warriors and Lady Warriors supporter. As an independent agency, Santa Fe has the ability to write policies with a variety of insurance companies, so finding the right fit for you, the customer, is easier. Please reach out to Sonia for your next insurance quote.
Welcome back to Reed Field. We have Stuart McPherson with head coach Brad Beller for his halftime interview.
Brad, 49 points in the first half. Clicked very well offensively, but your defense pitched another shutout.
Another shutout half. First half for our defense, and I think they had 0 yards offense is what Bob was telling me. And then, whenever we get that opportunity, we're going to get more plays. Kind of did our deep stuff early, trying to take our shots and then work on some things, but we executed really well. I think we only really had 2 kind of, I would say, bust or not well executed plays in the first half offensively. Other than that, I thought we were really physical, thought we were dialed in, and no matter what the score was, our guys came to the sideline, stay in tune, and even our guys that rotated in did a good job.
Yeah, everybody, you got a lot of guys in the first half.
We did, and that was, we were hoping that would be the case, so if we did get to a running clock situation, we could start with our rotate guys and then work to our younger guys. They've all earned this time, and even though the second half will go quick, it's still going to be good for us to get some more guys in.
All right, Brad, thank you. Appreciate your time. Yes, yeah, guys, get ready because we're going to have a Crooked Oak running clock in the second half.
Yeah, we're going to get those rosters ready as I am joined in the booth now with Mr. Jack Adams, the freshman voice of the Warriors. Jack, you've had a little bit of experience, and you did a good job in some of the JV games. How do you feel right now coming in this second half for the varsity game?
Thank you. TJ,
you can call me Coach Schultz.
I haven't had any varsity experience, but it's going to be worth the shot.
I think you're going to do a great job. Right now, we're going to take a quick pivot and talk to one of our cross-country runners, Rylan Sheffy, as they are going to be going to state tomorrow at Edmond Santa Fe. Rylan Sheffy here, one of the lead runners for the Lady Warriors cross-country team qualified as a team. Rylan, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great, and I'm excited for tomorrow. Just go out and just run. And don't die.
Yeah, so second year, yeah, don't die. That's a good second year. You guys made it to state last year. Not the finish that you wanted last year. I know you kind of got injured during the race. I know that's been a motivating factor for this year. You've done a great job this year for the Lady Warriors, leading them. Been finishing high. I'm not sure exactly if you won first, but I know you finished high in a lot of your races.
Yes.
Kind of tell the fans at home how the cross-country season has gone so far for your Lady Warriors.
The year has gone great. This is one of our best years we've had in a while, and just as a team, we're pushing through, and we're kind of the underdogs, and we're making a statement, like we're back, and just all of us have been PRing and just doing better each meet. So I'm excited to see what tomorrow looks like. I'm hoping a bunch of PRs and a bunch of top finishes.
Yeah, so All-State last year?
I was All-State freshman year.
Freshman year, okay. I'm old now, so I thought you're junior now?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm definitely getting old. So the goal this year, tomorrow, is to get back on the podium, All-State,
for sure.
right?
Yes.
Besides you, what are the couple other runners who got running tomorrow for the Lady Warriors there at Edmond Santa Fe?
Got me, Jaden Wells, which will be a top finisher, and Aubrey Grimes.
Aubrey Grimes, yeah. I tried to get Jaden Wells here at halftime. She's a little bit shy.
Yes.
And I know you had to beg Dad to let you come up here and talk. Because you got to get your rest, right? You carb load tonight, get some carbs in your body tonight. So, again, cross country, Rylan, I think that's kind of a separator mentally for people. Nobody wants to run a lot. And so when you run, you show a mental toughness that not a lot of people have. And,
for sure.
you know, you guys run, what, 2 miles?
2 miles,
and,
yes.
And basically, if you're trying to place at state, it's not just running or jogging. It's not me out here running my 10-minute miles. Yeah, what's your mile times? Give fans an idea of how fast you're running your miles.
My mile times are sub 6 miles, and my PR for my 2 mile is a 12:30.
12:30, so you're looking at a 6:15 average. Yeah, and so I was proud when I ran somewhere in the 7s not recently, I would say a couple years ago. So that's very impressive, Rylan, and we got another host of Lady Warriors running for tomorrow, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck. You guys have done a great job of representing the Washington High School and the community with your efforts, and again, nothing but the best of luck for you and Lady Warriors and Coach Lake. You guys go out there, run your hardest, get some PRs. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much for you guys on tomorrow, and you guys have some good times.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rylan Sheffy. As the Warriors get the opening kickoff, a bad snap rolls down to the 35-yard line. Good hustle there by Cale Brakefield to fall on that jack. Could have been a turnover there by the Warriors, but Brakefield showed a good job of getting down there and securing that football.
Yeah, you know, he's put a lot of work into the game, so he's put enough work in to be out here tonight. And
second down, 27.
Now, tell us about you were watching the first half, Jack. What were you most impressed with in that first half by the Washington Warriors?
I'm looking at how they only had 1 first down. That's what I'm really looking at.
For Comanche? Yeah. No, that's a good point. Defense really stepping it up, only giving up 5.4 points a game. And as the handoff goes to Cole Beller, looking for room to run, scatters around there. Always has 1 touchdown to his name and is finally tripped up by number 3 for the Indians. That is Mr.
TJ,
Steele.
I was just looking for Cole because I was going to.
Yeah.
I've already talked to Spalding. I said, you're not running away from me this time. And so he said, yeah, I'm ready. And I was going to get Cole. And he was on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, you think we got it looks like number 29 for the Warriors. I think that's Mr. Lucas Witcher. I think it's his birthday today. He's running at the running back spot, showing some good speed as he gets the handoff. Runs up the middle, trying to get a birthday touchdown. He's at the 30, the 20, and tries to stiff arm his way down inside the 25. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 26. But how about that, Jack? Lucas Witcher with the birthday run there, huh? 26-yard line now for the Warriors, as the Warriors have a lot of different subs in there. Number 7, Kinzer Scott, running some receiver position for the Warriors, along with Mason Thomas, Tatum Wilk, and number 15, Cohen Scarborough. 9:30 left in the third quarter as Brakefield looks to take the snap. He's going to just keep it. Tries to find a hole. Takes his time, pushes it out to the outside, and is tackled inside the 5-yard line. That's going to give the Warriors a first down and goal. Jack, what do you think about that run?
That was a pretty good run. They got him inside the red zone.
Yeah. That's going to give the Warriors a chance to have 4 downs inside the 5-yard line to score a touchdown. And Jack, you've watched a lot of these games. What have you been most impressed with on this Warrior offense? I mean, they're scoring over 50 points a game. What's your thought on your impression on this offense?
2 words: Hudson Howard. He is a great runner. He's just flaming these defenses with his run game.
Yeah, Hudson Howard not able to play tonight, but you're right. He scored a lot of touchdowns this year as this jet sweep goes to Mason Thomas, and he is in for the touchdown. The Warriors with a 4-yard touchdown run from Mason Thomas.
You know, that was a pretty good run. We didn't really need it, but it was added to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it puts it up 55-0. And it looks like the Warriors they're going to kick the extra point. Mason Thomas, of course, the extra point kicker for the Warriors, and done a really good job so far this year. Jack Adams did it last year as well as in the place kicking duties. Get a pretty consistent kicker, don't you think?
Yeah, I would say so. How many did he miss today? Just one?
Missed that one, went wide right. He makes that one. But yeah, he's when you score a lot, you're going to miss one every once in a while, right? So if you score 8 touchdowns a game, 7 out of 8 ain't bad. And Warriors up 56-0. Scored quickly in this third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Whether it be on your house, auto, boat, RV, or commercial needs.
Hey, Warrior fans, this is Brian Arthur. My wife Jennifer and I are proud sponsors of the Washington Warriors and would like to wish all the Warriors and their coaches the best of luck this season. When you need a locally owned company that you can trust, look no further. For over 20 years, we have offered all of our customers the best products and services in the industry. Whether it's residential or commercial, we got you covered. Give us a call or visit our website.
Welcome back to Reed Field. Warriors up 56-0. Mason Thomas has the kick lined up on a tee at the 40-yard line. Kicks it down to the 10 as Comanche looks for some room to run. Now tries to bring it back this side. Looks like there's no, that's just a football on the sideline. Stewart, you got something for us?
Got some scores, guys.
You got some scores?
Yeah. Scores of interest. Millwood 46. They've stretched it out a little bit. 46-17. That's in the second quarter. Lindsay leads Frederick 20-0 with 4 to go in the third. Chandler just up over Star Spencer 8-6, and that's in the third.
8-6.
8-6.
Wow. That's a surprising score.
Yeah.
We've seen Star Spencer in the past, and been pretty easy to get through them. Chandler might be beat up a little bit from that Jones game as the Warrior defense is able to climb through the defensive line. Runner back for Comanche still running as number 60, Hunter Sanders, unable to bring him down. Finally, Mason Thomas brings him down. Bring up second down and 12.
What can Mason Thomas not do? He can run it in, he can kick a field goal, and he can take him down.
That's a great point. He's one of those guys that is trying to get on the field as much as he can. Great baseball player too for the Warriors, left-handed pitcher, and 2-time state championship in that sport as well. As he shifts to the right to cover the slot receiver. Comanche takes the snap, hands it off to Steele. No, quarterback Shannon keeps it. And there is the guy, Jack, you mentioned it, Mr. Mason Thomas with the tackle. Mason and Dawson Thomas, two Thomas boys in for the Warriors.
You know, the Thomas brothers, they're just so greatly athletic. They're super duper fast. And, yeah.
Yeah, they're showing their prowess on the field tonight. Jack Adams, also a basketball player for the Washington Warriors. We'll talk to him as this game goes on about how practice is going. Guys, you guys got a scrimmage coming up next week. Is that right?
I believe so.
Shannon looking to pass and breaks through some pressure in the backfield and makes a guy miss and is finally pushed out of bounds by number 15, Cohen Scarborough, as he's able to break some tackles. And that, you mentioned, Jack, you mentioned they only had one first down in the first half. Second first down, second first down of the game, as they're able to get past the 40-yard line. So Jack, or excuse me, at the 35-yard line. They're at the 37. How's basketball practice been going? How the boys looking so far this year?
I'd say that we're ready to win state. We're just such a great, dynamically good team.
Yeah, you have Being next week on Thursday, I believe. They got rescheduled. It was going to be on Friday, but since the football game got moved to Friday, the Warrior basketball team will be going to Being. Who are some of the players that maybe the Warrior fans will want to look forward to watching wearing the Washington red this year on the basketball court?
You know, I've been seeing Tegan. He's been improving his game like crazy. He's been doing good. Obviously, Jeremiah, Jace Myers, and Miller.
They got last names?
No, they don't have last names. Only just Myers.
How about Mason Adams? I saw Mason Adams. He's one of the leading returning scorers. Kind of been injured a little bit in the offseason, but man, he had a great end to his sophomore year where he's able to average over double figures a game for the Warriors. Looking to see him add to his game this season as the Warriors able to make the tackle. Looks like Dawson Thomas there on number 25, Cooper Dobbins. But what have you seen out of Mason Adams so far in this offseason?
You know, there are flashes of him being the best player in the practice, but there are also times where, I don't know, I feel like his ankle has just gotten to him recently.
Yeah. Injuries can play a factor in that. You know what? I've watched a couple of the practices, and I've really enjoyed the leadership from Jeremiah Taunts, and you know, always clapping, cheering his teammates on, being a good senior leader. You're a freshman coming into this program. What can you say about Jerry Taunts?
You know, he's great. He's a great locker room guy. I had a talk with him, I believe, yesterday about, maybe it was today, about locker room stuff and about how he said that he would rather lose this year in state and build a better culture for the years to come.
That's a great point. You want to leave a legacy, and of course I've coached Jerry for a couple of years and his older brother Ellis, and just a great family. Looking for great things out of that Warrior basketball program this year. One that might be under the radar after graduating quite a few seniors last year. I anticipate them to have a great season this year. We have a fourth down now for the Indians. 1:23 left to go in the third quarter. Left-footed corner kicks it high in the air. No Warrior receivers back in the back as it takes a good Comanche bounce inside the 20-yard line down to the 16-yard line. And that's where the Warriors will have their second possession of the half. Of course, scoring on the first one with Mason Thomas, leading 56-0. A minute to go. We got college football, guys, this weekend. Got KU and OU tomorrow. Emma Plank got the thumbs up. Dad's on the road this week. So,
you know, that's
all the girls at home causing trouble probably. Mama and all, Emma and little sister, huh?
TJ, that's the game I'm a little worried about because of the weather. What they're talking about, it's going to be in the 30s with rain.
Yeah.
It could be a tough. We'll see how good OU's run game is.
Yeah. Of course, Kansas has a pretty decent run game themselves. But they got beat by Oklahoma State a couple weeks ago, so yeah, I think OU's playing pretty good. There's Lucas Witcher, the birthday boy, spinning off of a tackler and outside the 30 to the 35.
On the carry.
OSU has homecoming themselves, playing the Cincinnati Bearcats, one of the newcomers to the Big 12.
We ran that play with 10 players.
Well, that's not bad. Is Coach Beller going to call timeout? We'll keep it here. Oh, no, it's into the third quarter. That's a fast-moving third quarter. I guess we'll go ahead and take a break. Fast-moving third quarter, Warriors up 56-0. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Entertain your children and grandchildren with videos that teach character and good values like obedience, kindness, gratitude, love of country, and self-worth. You know, just plain old common sense. Go to musicmunchkins.com to stream or order DVDs. And you'll be proud to see some of our own younger...
Welcome back to Reed Field. Quick timeout. As Kinzer Scott takes the snap, hands it off to Luke Switcher. He jumps over a defender.
He did a little waddle to tumble on the ground.
But yeah, OU and Kansas tomorrow at 11. OSU, the lights under Boone Pickens as they host Cincinnati in the greatest homecoming in the world. At Oklahoma State. Yeah, yeah, they got walk around right now. There's 30,000 people walking around Oklahoma State
because they can't find the goal line.
Blake Halliger with the breakaway run. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Is he going to make it? No, he is finally dragged out of bounds around the 10.
Knocked out of bounds by number 6.
Hey, we're going to get some player interviews here in a little bit. TJ, I talked to Nate Roberts.
Okay.
And Nate, where in the world is Nate Roberts this weekend? Is at home. He stays at home. He said next week maybe Michigan State.
Okay.
So we'll get Kyle or whoever's going to be on the sideline next weekend. Kyle said it will be him.
Okay.
So Kyle can. That'll be a good discussion. I'm going to go find.
Tell TJ there's only one sub.
Oh, Micah Snow now in at quarterback is.
Kyle said there's only one sub, so.
There's only one sub.
Yeah, you can't take one next Friday.
All right. Well, I've only had one sub already, and that was last Labor Day. So.
he's wanting to put a phone call into Aaron Andrews.
Okay. Yeah. We all are, right? All right, fourth down for the Warriors.
Your wife's listening, not mine.
Handoff goes to Tatum Wilk, and he cuts it back to the left and tackled around the 10-yard line. I'm not sure down marker. I think the chain gang got it messed up. Now fourth down on the clock, but it was only second down on the chains. So it'll be about third down here. And
Kyle said that he checked in with Aaron Andrews, and she wants Jambalaya to come. So he's going home to start making it.
Third down.
Nice correction there, TJ.
Thank you. Handoff goes to number 13, Mason Thomas. I looked at the quarter instead of the down marker. I'll take responsibility to that. If I was Catholic, I'd be in confession on Sunday. It's my Pastor Will is over there giving me the correction. So fourth down and 7 now. Fourth down 5. I got informed. Miss Emma Plank told me that Dad Chris Plank will be going to lunch with Super Bowl champion tomorrow, James Winchester, proud alumnus of Washington. Handoff goes to Blake Heiliger. He's in for the touchdown. 8-yard touchdown, Jack, by Blake Heiliger. You see Blake running around the hallways. Only a sophomore, might be the next great running back in this Washington program.
Yeah, you might be right. If Riley Gay can't stay healthy, he's going to be a really great offense.
Well, Riley only a freshman, so he'd be the next in line. Riley, a great running back as well. as Mason Thomas goes in there. Blake shown some signs last year. Of course, you still have Hudson Howard. You mentioned that's one of your favorite players on this team. He's only a junior, so you'll have him next year, and so it's just going to be like a reloading for the next 3 years. And how about you play fantasy football, Jack?
Yes, I do play.
Would you like Hudson Howard on your fantasy football team?
I would love to have Hudson Howard fantasy football team. Same with Major Gantrell.
Yeah, 20-some touchdown runs on the season for Hudson Howard, and over 1,000 yards rushing. Those points add up. We know that.
Oh yeah.
TJ.
Yes, sir.
I got a special guest down here.
All right, let's see who we got.
Take your helmet off, Nate. Everybody wants to see this pretty face.
Nathan Spaulding.
Nate Spaulding.
4 sacks last week, 1 sack this week.
Yeah, 4 sacks last week. Let's talk about the Purcell game a little bit.
All right.
First half, a little slow.
Yeah.
But the second half we came on strong, led by y'all's defense.
Yeah. The first half we just had some mistakes that we had to clean up. It happens every year. We just have to clean it up every year, and we come back stronger all the time.
So Nate, you're a senior.
Yes, sir.
What's it look like for you going playing the next level?
I'm not for sure. I'm looking at a couple of schools, but I haven't really made any sort of decision yet.
Okay.
And we'll just see what they have to offer and who I like best.
So when you do, we'll hear it here first.
Of course, yes, sir.
There we go. All right, Nate Spaulding.
All right, Nate, a great young man, and like we said earlier in the broadcast, someone that will tear your head off, but then help you up after he rips your head off, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you got some freshman buddies that have some stories about having to go against him in football practice. What does that sound like?
Does not sound like fun. That's what I'm gonna say.
Of course, we got Jack here, is about 110 pounds soaking wet. What would you do if you had
about
Nathan?
125, but thank you very much.
What would you do if you had Nathan Spaulding lined up across from you?
Oh, I'll truck him. Being the machine I am, he can't get past me.
Well, that says a lot about your heart, Jack. There's 6 minutes left in this ball game. Looks like Nate's still in at the cornerback position. He's made some plays in the freshman year as Blake Hollier tries to make the tackle. Instead, it's Cohen Scarborough with the tackle. Great pursuit by the safety. So he's able to make the tackle. No gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 10. Warriors will be at Little Axe next week in the final game of the regular season as they attempt to put back-to-back undefeated regular seasons on the board. Their quest for gold in the 2nd straight season.
You're already talking about next week's game, but this game isn't over yet. They still have a very small chance. If they get 2 touchdowns a minute, they will be up.
62-0, Jack. I don't know who your math teacher is, but that's going to take a while. There is a fumble on the play. This might be the first turnover of the game. We'll see who recovers it. And it looks like the Indians are able to get the ball back.
TJ.
Yes, sir.
Got another interview.
All right. We got the man, Cole Beller.
We got the homecoming king.
That's right.
Cole Beller. Cole, got your first varsity touchdown. Everybody in the booth was wanting to know, why did you not go for the flip into the end zone?
I just didn't want to do the bear crawls, but I was going to do like a fake flip, but I forgot about it because we were celebrating, but I did do like some like bear crawls to the sideline. I did bear crawls to the sideline, so.
That's, after Jake, I think everybody's learned the lesson, hasn't he?
Yeah, I didn't want to go through that again.
All right, Jake. Jake is made it possible for everybody to learn a lesson here.
Oh,
so even with that, you guys from last week in Purcell carrying it on to this week, what is there one team that you're looking forward to playing in the playoffs?
Probably OCS. Right now, it's looking like we're going to play OCS again 2nd round, and all of us want a redemption shot after last year, for sure.
All right, very good. Cole Beller.
Thank you.
Homecoming king.
Cole Beller, a great representative of this school and community. He plays football and basketball for the Warriors. Hard-working kid. As the ball bounces at the 25, down to the 24-yard line. Of course, I don't know if you got to play against Cole in basketball. I know he plays basketball a little bit. Have you got to have the experience of being guarded by Cole Beller? Because that guy is a menace on the court.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be Christmas break practices. You better keep that handle tight.
I'm excited for it.
that ball might be taken away from you. He is everywhere. He's a pest.
The pest.
2:53 and counting as the Warrior offense comes on the field. Jordan Kilmer in at receiver. Adam Sharp making his first appearance, and number 39, Brody Walkup, as well at the receiver position. Kinzer Scott now the quarterback. Again, birthday boy, Lucas Witcher. In at tailback. Looks like the officials are going to blow the clock dead. Let's see what they are doing.
We got a timeout.
Comanche?
Comanche,
talk
yes.
it over.
I think they're talking about how they can come back into this game.
Yeah, of course, they got some young guys on the field. Maybe they're just trying to make sure everybody is on the same page. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Warrior Football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Washington Warriors in action. That's musicmunchkins.com.
Go Warriors!
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by career.
Welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes, Jack Adams now, and Stuart McPherson on the mics. 2:13 to go as Kinzer Scott looks to take the snap. Hands it off to Lucas Witcher. Tries to stiff arm and Fender does. Now looking up the middle. Secures the ball and is finally brought down at the 37-yard line. Good first down carry to give the Warriors a first down by Lucas Witcher.
Yeah. Yeah, they have been putting in the work to get here and to make it to state. So I believe that they can beat any team in the nation, of course.
So they're coming off of a state championship run, looking for their 24th straight victory in a row as Witcher takes the handoff, runs the outside. Good blocking by the offensive line. They're going to get a holding penalty as Witcher does his best Adrian Peterson impersonation as he high steps out of bounds. Looks like this one might be coming back with the holding penalty, Jack.
Yeah. They can't hold. It's a penalty. What, -5 yards?
10 yards. 10 yards. You got Sam Rorick in there. Sam, a great young freshman for this Warrior team. Does a lot of the little things right. That's going to back them up 10 yards to the 27-yard line as looks like one of the Warrior players knocked the ball. It looked like the quarterback actually kicked the ball out of the spot. 1:15 to go in this ball game, and Warriors have been dominant from the first snap.
Yeah.
Scott takes the snap, hands it off to Witcher. Witcher running up tall and is able to pick up a lot of those yardage back on the penalty as he's near the 45-yard line. Looks like the Warriors might have one more play. We'll see how quick the officials snap or do the clock. They'll do one more play, and Jack, it looks like this one's over. It's been a domination by the Warriors from the initial snap, don't you believe?
According to my calculations, as Garrett Riley said in one of the JV games, they only need 31 safeties to come back in this game.
That is true. Garrett Riley, one of the smarter young men in his class, realizes that 31 times 2 is 62, but I don't think they're going to get a chance as the Warriors win the game tonight, 62-0. And Stuart, a couple good things. Warriors take care of business, and doesn't appear to be any injuries.
Yeah, got to rest some guys tonight, and that's a big plus. Get to rest some guys next week as well. we might rest more. You never know. I know Coach Beller likes to stay sharp. They're going to try to do a lot of that during practice time. But anytime you can come out and put a victory in on homecoming, right now their big key is wanting to finish the regular season undefeated and get that opportunity next week.
Now the Warriors win 62-0. Get some guys some rest, Jack. That's important, as your man Hudson Howard did not suit up tonight, but he got a lot of rest, and you got to think that he's going to be ready and fresh to go for the playoff run for this Warrior team.
Yeah, I interviewed Hudson Howard at Jadden445 on IG. Yep, he's really fun to talk to. I feel like he's a very big part of this run game and just his offense in general.
He definitely does set up the run-pass attack for this Washington offense, and the balance of this offense has been spectacular this season. Warriors will end up 62-0 victory over the Comanche Indians. Next week we will be at Little Axe to end the regular season. As it's winding down, the Warriors will hope to finish 10-0. Regardless, they are on their 24th straight victory as they win in their final regular season game here at Reed Field. For TJ Scholes, Jack Adams, Kyle Harris, and Stuart McPherson, this has been Washington Warrior Football on WashingtonWarriors.tv. Good night and go Warriors.